everyone. This is Radull Live. Thanks for joining us. I hope you're enjoying all the sport that's happening this weekend. Today, we're going to talk about a sport I actually swam. I actually played. Do you say played? I actually swam as a swimmer right up until high school. How about that? Yes, the focus today is on swimming. We are with Coach Joram Otieno and 10-year-old Belva Owili. Joram, first and foremost, on Instagram you're Coach Joe. How does Joram become Joe?
Joe is just a name my mom used to call me, so I decided to go with that.
Joe, and it's from Joram?
Yes, from Joram, the short form of Joram.
Joram, I hear you're a fantastic coach. You've been inboxing me on Instagram, I think for almost 2 years, telling me how you're the best coach and you have a very fantastic story. Tell me how you got into swimming before we come to 10-year-old Belva.
Well, it was before campus. After campus, I was looking for a job. Then I happened to go and visit my friend in Kitengela. So we went for swimming. Then I was a good swimmer. So as we were swimming, then there was a kid approached me, then said, "I can see you swimming so well. Can you at least show me how to do that?" So as I was doing that, the mom came and told me, "I've seen what you have done." It was a girl. So she told me, "My daughter is very confident now." I think then she asked me, "Are you a coach?" Then I told her, "No, I'm not a coach, but I think this is a career I can go with."
Yes.
Yeah.
So you just bumped into it. Did you at any point make yourself a professional coach? Did you transition?
Yes, I did. So after that, I inquired about the things you need to do to become the coach. And I was told you have to go for training. There's the level 1, level 2, level 3. So you have to start at level 1. So I went for that. It's not usually that long. It's a very short course. So I went there. It usually takes like 2 to 3 days. I think 2 to 3 days. Then you're given your certificate. Then you are eligible to go and do coaching.
And then you can improve on your
you can improve on
qualifications.
But they teach you there almost everything. How to communicate to people, how to tackle the.
Where's this course done?
At YMCA.
Oh, at YMCA here in town.
Yes.
Town.
Yes, there.
Oh, I didn't know they do professional coaching at YMCA. That's interesting to know.
Yeah.
Okay, let me bring in Belva for a little bit. How are you today, Belva?
I'm fine.
You're fine? How old are you?
I am currently 9, but I'll be turning 10 this month.
You're turning 10 this month?
Yes.
I like how youngsters do that. You're never the lower age, you're always the upper age. Don't rush to grow up, my dear. Youth is good, trust me. You'll realize that when you grow up. What class are you in?
Grade 5.
Grade 5?
Yes.
In which school?
Kitengela International.
Kitengela International.
Yes. When
did you start swimming, Belva? Tell me about your swimming story.
Well, I started swimming in 2018 when I was in Kisumu. I joined a school called Makini, and I got the interest in it, and yeah.
You were 6, so you were 6. That was 4 years ago, which means you're about 6 years old.
Yeah.
So how did it happen? Were you in school and you were told to select an activity, or did you see your sisters and brothers swimming?
Yeah, my sisters and brothers normally like swimming, but in that school we had training days, and every time I went there, I just swam.
You fell in love with the water?
Yes.
When people tell me that they're swimmers from Kisumu, I always imagine you swimming in the lake. Do you ever swim in the lake?
No.
No. There's too much hyacinth and too much current. Don't swim in the lake yet. You're still too young. Maybe later when you grow older. So you were in Kisumu, you were in Makini School. When did you move to Nairobi, to Kitengela specifically?
I moved here in 2020 when I joined Kitengela International.
In 2020?
Yes.
And what has it been like when you joined Kitengela International? You immediately went for the swimming team, or Coach Joe saw you swimming and decided this one can be a champ?
Yeah, he identified me and I just joined the club.
You joined the club. What is it like? What do you get from swimming? When you're swimming, how do you feel?
It feels nice.
You feel nice?
Yes.
feel confident.
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen you've come with a lot of medals, my dear. Whoa, 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 whoa. Where are these from? These are all school competitions.
Yeah.
Which is your favorite stroke?
My favorite stroke is breaststroke.
Breaststroke.
Yes.
I was a breaststroker, by the way. I was a breaststroker. So most of these are from Makini or from Kitengela International?
Like, some of them are
All of them. They're yours. You've earned them. Just for a few minutes, because I know they're making noise through the microphone.
So most of them are from Makini, and like all of them, the other ones are from Dashing Dolphins.
From?
Dashing Dolphins.
Nationals. So you also go to nationals. You represent the school. You can come in.
You say that Dashing Dolphins, our swimming club.
Oh, from Dashing Dolphins.
Yeah.
So in Kitengela, it's a swimming club, not
Yeah.
necessarily under the school.
Not under the school, yeah. That's,
Ah.
yeah, but we also train in the school, and we have a club, so we train after school.
So Dashing Dolphins is the club, and Kitengela High also has a swimming program.
Yes, it does.
So do you compete nationally? In the national tournaments?
Yes, we have competed in the national tournaments.
And how does Belva? Tell me about when you first saw Belva swimming and how that transitioned into all these medals. You can put them down. They're heavy, by the way.
So I was there for the normal sessions. We have she was, I think, in grade 2 or 3. Yeah, somewhere around there. So the lessons are usually per class. So we went there to train their class. I saw her swimming, then I grew a sudden interest because she was good. She was good, yeah. She was disciplined, yes, and she was taking instructions very well. Yeah, so I asked her if she can join the club. Then she said she has to consult the mom and all that. Then she said yes. So 2 days later, the mom called me. Then she joined the club.
So your parents, Belva, your parents are very supportive about your swimming?
Yes, mostly my mom.
Mostly your mom?
Yes.
You're saying that because your dad has left the room. I know she was brought by her dad. Unfortunately, because of health restrictions, we try to limit the number of people in this room. But your dad supports you now?
Yes, he does.
Of course he supports you. He brought you here for the interview. Yeah? How important is it that your parents support you in what you do? Because I'm sure it takes up a lot of your free time.
It does.
How often do you train?
About 3 days in a week. Yeah.
And that's after school or on weekends?
After school, on weekdays.
Okay. Tell me about Coach Joe. Tell me about Dolphins, Dashing Dolphins Club. How did that come about?
Dashing Dolphins. So I was training Kitengela International. Then there was a friend of mine training a school in Green Park. It was called Diamond. So when we were training, he came up with the idea, told me that I see you are a good trainer. We are several coaches at Kitengela International. It's not only me, because there's a big number there. So for safety reasons, we have to be a big number of coaches there. So when he approached me, he told me he has an idea to start a club, and because I'm in Kitengela International and he's in another school, so we can join at least. I bring students from the school that I'm in, he brings the students from the school that he's in. So, and together we form a club.
Dashing Dolphins.
Dashing Dolphins,
it's open
yes.
to, if people in other schools want to come and join as well?
Yes, it's open for it. So for now we have children from many schools. Yes, it's not just the two of them. So from around Kitengela. Yeah.
So what are the age categories and what competitions do you participate in?
We participate in juniors championships because most of our swimmers are, I think the oldest is 12. The oldest is 12. So we like empowering the young ones. So we like starting them at a young age of 3 years, maybe 3 years. Yeah, 3 years, 2.5 there. That's where we start. You train them to be competitive swimmers. Yeah, so we just nurture them slowly. Yeah.
And then are there competitions for clubs, or you organize your own competitions?
There are competition for clubs. There's an organization called PIPSA. There's Ripples, Genesis. There are a lot of competition organized by those bodies here.
It's swimming big in Kitengela, because I imagine, I don't know why I've never thought of, everyone thinks Nairobi swims, Mombasa swims, Kitengela is making waves.
Now it's big, yeah. For now it's big. Previously it was not that big because, Kenya, many people are into soccer. Yeah, so soccer is much more popular, but swimming is growing. Swimming is also growing now. So I think we are now on the same level. Soccer, swimming, we are on the same level there.
How do you finance your activities?
The competitions or
the club, do swimmers have to register? Do they have to pay as their fee?
Yes, they have to register because there's an amount that is required by the KSF for every swimmer to be registered, so that when you go for competitions, their times can be recognized. Then there may be stand a chance to represent the national team if they do qualify.
So you're recognized by the Swimming Federation, the Academy of Sports?
Yes, we are.
Ah, fantastic. And you don't have financial challenges? That's what I'm driving at. Everyone who comes, every sports person who comes here seems to have so many financial challenges.
The financial challenges are there because in Kenya, let me just say in Kenya, people don't think like sports is something they need to pursue. So when you get there and tell them, I train, they'll approach you. They'll maybe see people swimming there, then approach you, tell you, I want my child to join your team, so how does it go? Then you tell him or her the price, then they'll be like, all that for just swimming, I don't think it's necessary. So
they don't see it like it can lead to anything professional.
Yes,
what are the charges?
The charges, that will depend on the clubs. That will depend on.
For example, someone like Belva.
It's 500 per session.
500
for 1 hour, yes.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
For training a professional athlete.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's how it goes. So it amounts to around 6,000 per month because they train 3 times a week. Yeah. So yeah, those are the charges. Yeah.
That's fair. And the facilities?
The facilities. So currently we don't have our own pool. So we have a contract with a pool there, hotel there. It's called GMC. So they allowed us to use their pool for training. Yeah, so that's how.
And I'm assuming you have to pay for that as well.
Yes, we have to pay for that. Yeah.
Yeah. Belva, do you want to swim professionally?
Yes, I do.
You do?
Yes.
When you finish school, you swim. What are your hopes and your dreams when it comes to swimming?
I want to support my country, Kenya, during the Olympics. And
Olympic target.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And by that, I need to be like.
You need?
I need to be really high, and that's why I really, yeah.
So you have to really focus and be dedicated. I hope you never skip swimming. It's the one thing you don't skip. Yeah? And based on what Coach Joe is telling you, you're confident that you can get to Olympic level?
Yes.
You are? Coach Joe, I want you to come in on that.
Yes.
Amongst the swimmers you have, is that your target? To see some of these swimmers representing Kenya?
Yes, that's my target, yeah. That's my main target, because we have good swimmers, and we have, there's a time that they said, there's a time limit.
Qualifying time?
Yeah, qualifying times, that's what I was looking for. There's the qualifying time that you need to hit so that you may participate. And I think by then, when they become at least old enough to represent the country, they'll be hitting those times.
What is the age for representing the country? It's what, 16?
16, I think.
Because swimming is a very young sport.
Yeah.
If you look at even the world champions now, apart from those few who went on and won many Olympic medals, it's swum by the world champions are 16, 17, 18.
Yes, and they retire early.
And they retire early.
Yeah.
So you have to have a backup plan. What's your backup plan? What were you good at in school? What do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be an architect.
An architect?
Yes.
Hey, ambition. You can do it. You can do it. A swimming architect. It's possible, and that's something we try to tell all our sports people that, I mean, you wish you could tell them just swim and that's what you're going to do for your life. But
Yes.
as you say, it's a very short career.
Yes, it's a short career. Yeah.
So they have to have an education backup plan.
They have to, yes.
Would you one day want to be a swimming coach as well? Or you're not interested in that?
I'm interested in swimming, but not really.
Not for coaching.
Yes.
Not for coaching. That's okay. I mean, I loved swimming. I would not like to be a swimming coach. I want us to take a short break. When I come back, I want to know about your affiliation with the Swimming Federation and the government and what more help you can get so that you can actually get some of your swimmers to the Olympics. So we'll see you after the break. Welcome back. Today we are talking about swimming here on Radull Live. Joram Otieno is the coach at one of the coaches at Kitengela International School and also a coach at Dashing Dolphins Club in Kitengela. Belva hawi Owili is only 10 years old but has a lot of medals to show. Did you have this many medals to show when you were 10? So good job, a fantastic job. Tell me about all the competitions you've participated in, Belva. Which has been your favorite?
We had this one in Mombasa.
Mm-hmm.
It was the Coast Amateur Swimming Association. Yeah, that was my favorite.
And you won?
Yes.
Yes. Say confidently. If you win, by the way, be proud of yourself. Remain humble. Remain humble in success, but be proud of your achievements because it takes a lot of hard work. Yeah? It means when your friends are going to play, you're going to swim. So you're making sacrifices. What are some of the sacrifices you make? Because I can imagine you miss out a lot on being a child because you want to be a professional swimmer.
I do. Mostly, I don't get time to play with my friends at home because during training, I come back really late and I have to finish my schoolwork and go straight to bed.
Yes, because you need a lot of rest as an athlete. Joram, what are some of the challenges working with young children? Because as adults, we know these are the sacrifices I have to make, have to wake up early. And children, sometimes they just want to be children and play.
Yes, and so the main challenge is, how do I put it? Children are raised differently. So you might get there. So you know what you want to achieve. Mm-hmm. So if there's something you're looking for in a swimmer, you tell him you have to do like, let's say like 8 laps, 10 or something. Then they tell you, why should I do that? Why should I do that? They like negotiating. I mean, you see, they don't want to negotiate themselves out of the situation. So they want like maybe reduce the laps or maybe, and you really know your target. You really know your target. So with only, let's say 2 laps, you may not see what you want to see from the swimmer. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they're probably tired, they want to go and play, there's a birthday party to go to, there's something else happening in their lives.
Yeah.
Are you affiliated to the the Swimming Federation?
Personally, no.
As a club?
As a club, yes. We are registered in the KSF.
In the KSF?
Yeah.
And they unfortunately, there's so much politics going on in the Swimming Federation, which we have to shield these young ones from. But swimming is such a sensitive sport because it is swum by children.
Yeah.
And I know it's very expensive when you have to go on international tournaments, because then parents have to travel along, or they have to travel with people the parents can trust. What are some of the other challenges it is training children and competing? Have you competed internationally?
Personally, no. I've never competed internationally.
And the club, the school?
The club has competed, not internationally. Oh, no, we have gone to Uganda once. Yeah, I think that's the only competition we have gone outside the country.
Actually, your limit, you said, is 12.
Yes.
Yeah, I think 12 is a bit young, because it's usually the 14, 15, 16-year-olds who go on these international competitions. So I'm imagining, do you get any support from the ministry, any recognition for what you do, or you're just operating as a private club?
We're operating as a private club. We are not getting any of those, not from the ministry, not from the government.
Because I'm just trying to see what the pathway would be for someone like Belva if she wants to represent Team Kenya. What would her path be? Would she have to be recognized through the school or through the club? Or both?
Any can do. Depends with the types of the competitions that you are going. Yeah, so most schools go for maybe developmental galas, but in the club, you have to choose your galas firstly. So we choose the more competitive one, the nationals one. There are those. There's the level 1, level 2, level 3. Then go to the Kana. There's something called Kana. Yeah. I think it's a competition for Africa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are your hopes and dreams for Dashing Dolphin?
My hopes and dreams.
What would you want to see the club achieve, and what would you like Kenya to recognize about swimming?
First, I would like more representation in the competitions. Like, if you remember, in the last Olympic, there were only 2 swimmers that participated in that Olympic.
Yes.
And I think Kenya has a lot of good swimmers, and it was not fair to just be represented by 2 of them. I'm not saying they're not qualified. Of course, they are good. They deserve to be there. But I think we needed more representation.
I think the challenge as a country is how many swimmers actually make qualifying time.
Yes.
And it's I'm not sure 100% how they decide, but countries are given a quota. Like Kenya is only usually given a quota for 2 swimmers, and we have to decide who are our 2 best swimmers, and I put that in quotes because for Rio we ended up not sending our 2 best swimmers. There was a lot of politics involved, but I think as a country we need to get to certain qualifying times. Do you know what the qualifying times are for Olympics?
Not exactly.
Versus what your students are doing?
No, for mostly I concentrate on the national times. Yeah, so after we hit that, then we got the next one.
What are the current national times? Say for you do breaststroke 50 meters?
Yes, 50 meters.
25 or 50 meters? 50 meters.
Yes, 50 meters. It's around 50 seconds.
Around 50 seconds.
Yeah.
Is the time that your students are doing, or is the Kenya time? Do you know what the Kenya records are?
The Kenya records, I know the ones for the junior championships. I know the record for the juniors championships, but I don't know the ones.
Which is the record for juniors, since that's your category?
That's 45 seconds.
45 seconds?
Yeah.
So your swimmers need to knock off about 5 seconds?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
That's a lot, yeah.
It's a lot, but it's possible.
It's very possible, yeah.
Yeah?
A lot. With good training, they can match those times.
In fact, I'm giving you homework, Joe, because if Belva wants to get to the Olympics, Belva needs to know what her target is. And this applies to all your swimmers. In 50 meters breaststroke, find out what her best time is. Do you know what your best time is?
No.
I'm giving you both homework. Find out her best time for 50 meters, for 100 meters.
I know her times.
What are her times?
Breaststroke was 58.
58?
Yes, 58 seconds. Butterfly was 56.
You also swim butterfly? That's hard. With all my swimming experience, my butterfly is horrible.
And freestyle was 49 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah. So backstroke was around, I think, 48.
48 seconds.
Yeah.
So you're faster in backstroke than you are in freestyle.
I mostly prefer freestyle.
You prefer freestyle?
Yes.
Okay. Know all your timings. Know all the timings of your students. Know the target timings for juniors.
Okay.
Know the target timings and qualifying timings for you can start with Africa Games and Commonwealth Games and Olympics, so that when Belva goes to sleep at night, she knows, okay, freestyle I'm doing a 49, I need to get to a 40.
Okay.
Maybe that way your students will understand why they need to swim a warm-up of 10 lengths, you know.
Yeah.
Tell them, if you
get
want
it.
to get to 40 seconds and you're at 49, you have to do this warm-up. Doesn't that make sense?
It does.
Yeah? I hope you're not one of the negotiating students. Are you? Or you do what coach says? You do what coach tells you to do, you just do it, yeah?
Most of the time.
Most of the time.
Yeah.
She's only 10. She's only 10. So, I mean, I'm going to end the interview there. I really hope you get to the Olympics, my dear. You have time. You have a good coach. Do you have any parting shot you'd like to give?
First, I would like to thank you and your PA for getting me in so fast. I didn't expect it to be that soon.
We want a lot of sport to be recognized and talked about in this country, because we focus a lot on football, rugby, athletics, you know.
Yeah. So
And
we appreciate the work you're doing.
thank you.
Yeah. So
And any advice to any young children who want to get into swimming?
So I'd like to tell them swimming is good. It's a life skill. So it's good to know how to swim, because you are more safer. You are more safer than those who don't know how to swim at all. I'm not saying you're not going to get the risks. You're not going to be affected by the risk, but I think you stand a chance more
It's
than.
a good skill to have.
Yes, it's a good skill to have. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it is good when you start it very early. You can start it at maybe 3, 4.
I started at 2.
Started at 2.
I didn't have a choice. My sister was 3, my brother was 5. I was just thrown in with them.
It's never too early. It's also never too late to start. You can start as even a 7-year-old can become a good swimmer with a good training. Yes.
You can start at any age, just
Yes.
to know the skill of swimming. You can
Yeah,
start,
you can
at,
start
any
at any age,
but the
but
younger, if you want to compete,
The younger, the better.
I think starting young is very important.
Yes.
Do you have anything you want to tell anyone else who wants to swim? Does your sister swim? I saw you come here with your sister, though she's waiting outside.
Yeah, she swims, but
Not competitively.
yeah,
Yeah, it's not her thing.
it's not happening.
It's not her thing. And, of your brother, how many brothers and sisters do you have?
I have 2 sisters and 1 brother.
Do any of them swim as well?
My
Competitively?
no, only me.
It's only you.
Yes.
The bug just got you. What advice do you have for any, like a 6-year-old girl? You know you're 10, so you're big, eh? For like a 6-year-old girl who wants to be a professional swimmer, what would you like to tell her about what your experience has been and what she needs to focus on? Like you can say she needs to work hard, she needs to sacrifice a few things like you did, yeah?
Yeah.
And be very dedicated to the sport. Yeah?
Yes.
So it's possible. It's possible. I know this is your first interview, Belva, and I think you've done, can we give a clap? You've done very well on your first interview with Belva. And like I told you during the break, trust me, when you get to Olympics, you will do so many interviews and you'll be so confident and you'll be like, that was such a piece of cake, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I wish you all the best. And for Dashing Dolphins, I mean, let us know when you're competing. I'm not sure I'll have time, but if I do, we can always come and have a look and see how the kids are doing, yeah?
Okay, I'll let you know.
You let me know.
Yes, I'll let you know.
And tell other people, I didn't know they were swimming in Kitengela. If someone wants to get in touch with you, how do they get in touch with you?
I'm on Instagram. You can go and search Coach Joe. Joeh.
Joeh.
Yes.
Okay. But also open handles for Dashing Dolphins, because it's good to have an official handle where people can go and get all the information.
Okay.
I know it's kids, so you have to be careful with the photos you're posting.
Yeah.
Because we don't want young children all over social media yet. I hope you don't have any accounts yet.
No.
No, good. Your time will come, my dear. Your time will come. But I want to wish you the best, and let me know when you're swimming, because if I have time, I'll come and watch you. Sawa?
Yes.
And I'll be the one screaming, "Ah, go Belva!" Sawa?
Yes.
And don't get embarrassed. Does your mom scream like that?
Yes, she does.
All moms do.
Yes.
Well, guys, this has been Radull Live. Of course, it's Belva's first interview, so she'll get there. She'll warm up, she'll get there, she'll soon be a champ, both in the pool and in life, yeah? So thank you, Coach Joe, and I wish you all the best. Guys, we've been speaking to Coach Joe and Belva from Kitengela International School and Dashing Dolphins Swimming Club in Kitengela. And if you're in Kitengela and you want to know how to swim, get in touch with them. You too can go for the Olympics one day. We'll see you again next week on Radull Live. Bye-bye.